Previously on Ballz.
Here with us, opposite us now, in Nicole's seat, is our chef de mission. Patience, welcome. Nice to have you on the show.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me.
What's up, Patience?
Nice to have you. Nice to have you here as well. Tell us exactly, for those that don't know, what a chef de mission is.
Given a responsibility by the country to take care of the team that has been finally announced, so I'm actually the head of delegation for Team South Africa. Any issues in terms of the games between the country and LOCOC, which is the local organizing committee, I'm the main person. If any disputes arises or issues comes up, I'm the first contact person in terms of talking to the LOCOC.
Okay.
Any other issues that the athletes or the team members might need, I'm actually the person that should be able to say, look, yes or no.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're basically like the general manager of everyone that's heading off to London. In a way, I mean, you basically keep everything together. You're the glue.
Yeah, you know, others they say I'm a makulubas. because within the team, I have a project manager, and her role is more around the operations.
Yeah.
So she needs to make sure that if athletes have to go for their training and competition venues, most of the things are set. In terms of accommodation at the venue, all it's sorted, you know.
Yeah, that's logistics.
Yes, that's logistics, yes.
Do you deal with the media as well?
Yes. In terms of
That's
Team
what
South
Patience
Africa,
is,
I'll be the main person. If they need updates about how is the village, how are they performing, any other issues that are coming up, I'm the first person that they must talk to. Then if there are other issues in relation to medical that they might want to ask, then I'm able to refer that to the chief medical officer. If it's more operational, then I'll have to ask my project manager to attend to that.
Okay. So now when Nicole is at the Olympics and she's bothering you to get hold of people in the village and stuff, what do you say to her?
Peace off.
We have a media person, Bronwyn.
Yeah.
So she's the one who's going to Bronwyn Roots.
Bronwyn Roots.
Yes.
Bronwyn.
Yes.
Awesome.
So she's the one that is going to talk to you, Nicole, and then she's the one who's going to set up any interviews that you want to do with us.
Bronwyn
and
rocks.
So you must be comfortable that anything that you want is through her, and then she'll sort it out with the team.
Bronwyn was tweeting this morning about something about having received an email that someone had copied on that shouldn't have. And her response was, guys, get a room. So clearly someone had been following on an email and was
steamy,
and she was being copied on it by mistake. Bronwyn's awesome. She used to look after all the Super Rugby stuff and the rugby. I used to try and steal trophies from her all the time. Yeah.
So you didn't
Never
mind
got it right.
You didn't mind me phoning you directly this morning, Patience? And
No. I
thank
mean,
you very much.
we're still around. Once we get to London on the 20th. Obviously, we will make sure that we get all the local numbers and for you guys to have.
Thank you.
And then you can be able to call us.
So I'm flying with a Makulabas, eh?
Eh?
I'm flying with a Makulabas.
Are you flying
on
business?
the 19th?
Is that the name of the SAA plane or what?
No,
Yes,
Patience is a Makulabas.
we're going on
It's
SAA.
Siandisa.
Yeah,
Okay.
Siandisa.
Now tell us how many, and this is always a big debate, is how many athletes versus how many officials actually go to the, I mean, your role is obviously important, but sometimes you seem to have so many people going there that don't really need to be there. Have they trimmed the travelling entourage down a bit there, Patience?
Yeah, look, in terms of athletes, I think you all know after the team announcement on the 4th, the final team numbers for athletes, it's 125. And then we having 46, which is your both coaches and code managers. So those are responsible for the various codes.
Yeah.
And then in terms of medical and general team management, then we're 21.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Then so it's 125 and 67.
All right.
If we have to look at it in
But
terms
most of them are
athletes and
directly
officials.
involved with the athletes and the athletes.
That's what I'm saying. The 46 that I've mentioned, it's your direct with the athletes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Because I think there were times when it used to be the other way around. It's 20 athletes
Well,
and 100 officials.
I don't remember. It's just that it depends.
Yeah.
But in most cases, your officials, the bigger number is from the federations themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Johnny, what's the latest?
He's still not answering out. I would imagine he's very busy. He's at the ground
sure
at the
is.
moment,
Okay.
but I'll
Just
keep
keep me
trying.
updated.
We'll get him there.
All right, so you guys leave when? Are you all on the same plane then? Is there like a
19th.
special Olympic plane that goes with everybody on it? Super
Yeah,
sport
we
people?
are leaving on the 19th on SAA flight. But maybe if I can just take you through that, the team is assembling on the 17th
Okay.
next week, Tuesday, at the High Performance Center in Pretoria.
Yeah.
And then on the 18th, we will be going to the Super Sport Park
Okay.
for the 67 minutes. And we're encouraging all our team members to bring along any stuff that they want to donate, whether it's clothing or it's equipment or whatever, which we'll leave there.
That's obviously Madiba Day as well.
Yes,
And so is
yes.
that what you guys are doing, basically just
Yes.
collecting clothing and stuff?
Yes, and then from there, then we'll be going back to the High Performance Center for us to prepare for the gala dinner in the evening, which will be at the Centton Convention Center.
What time are you guys gathering at the High Performance Center on the Tuesday?
As they must start arriving from 12 o'clock on Tuesday.
12 noon?
Yes, 12 noon.
And they arrive all the way through the afternoon?
Yep.
There we go. Let's get
It'll
you
be
there.
good practice for you, Nick Nax.
Let's get you there.
Yeah.
Can I come?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can.
Thanks,
Can Nicole
Patience.
can Nicole Skype live on the show?
Can you please talk to Bronwyn about
Okay.
Ah, it's actually
Remember, I
practicing.
have to talk to Bronwyn.
So
Dr.
protocol
Brown.
is important.
Thanks,
Nicole.
Patience.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, speak to Bron.
Okay, so how much time do the? I mean, obviously everyone stays in the village, and some. I mean, some of the athletes have a lot of time to kick their heels and you know, just because everyone goes at the same time. But some of the events only happen later on in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So I mean, have you had a chance to go and have a look at the facilities and stuff and where you guys are going to be staying?
No, the person who's been visiting London is our project manager because she's operations. So she's the one who's got the know-abouts. So I'll only be knowing about the village and everything when I land on the 20th.
Okay.
But most of the things are in order. We just had last week our code managers meeting where we briefed all the managers in terms of the status quo and what our expectations are from them once we get there.
All right, and as far as directly as far as what is the target? I saw someone tweeting today saying it was unrealistic.
No,
for the target.
Rake Netling
Rates
said
it.
12.
12.
He thought 12 medals were unrealistic.
A lot
12
Look,
golds, I think.
No. Look, when
12 medals.
when the president, Mr. Gideon Sem, was elected in 2008, one of the things that he said was that come 2012, we need to have 12 by 12. He didn't mention the issue of the color of the medals.
Okay, so it's just 12.
It's coming from that point of view, and look, anything is possible, and I think that's the goal, and that's what we've even emphasized when we had a meeting with the code managers. That look, because the president also chatted to each and every federation to say, like, for example, swimming, this is the number of medals that I'll expect from you, and as we was busy counting, you could see that it could even go beyond the 12 medals.
Well, I mean, we're obviously looking definitely for an improvement from Beijing.
Yep.
That's 100% certain. And we've got the kind of talent that can bring us 5, 6. I mean, we don't know. We remember the days of Penny Haynes. I mean, no one really thought that she was going to suddenly start winning medals in the pool, and Josiah Tugwani. I mean, who would have guessed that he would go and win the marathon? So you never know. It's all, as I say, the old cliche. It always happens on the day, but we at least know we've got competitive people in that team of 120, all the way through from our our tennis people, our athletes, obviously our swimmers as well. But we're probably looking at the swimming pool as our main source of medal hopes again.
Swimming pool, athletics. Rowing.
Who's going rowing? Was it Donovan Czech and Dick Clementi there again this year?
No, they're
Bridget's-
no more.
Bridget's
They're no
is
more
going
in
for
that
the
Come on,
team.
Miss Super Sport Olympics. You should
Well,
be
that's what I'm
rattling this stuff off.
Bridget's is.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to ask
representing-
Patience to give you an Olympic trivia quiz. 5 questions.
don't.
Yes. Whoa.
Test you on your Olympic knowledge.
But
what was my first thing I said to you? Know your research.
Yes, but
Don't
I'm not
walk
going
into
to.
a studio without... Mind you, I used to do that all the time. so don't-
Exactly.
What do you mean exactly?
I won't be with.
What do you
with
mean
A lot
exactly?
of the athletes. I'm going to be. I'll be with Rake a lot of the time.
Sure you will.
Patience, I think you should keep an eye on that. Remember, as a former Miss South Africa, she can be a distraction to our gold medal hopes.
No. You know, we'll make sure that our athletes are not distracted during the games. so when we meet next week on Tuesday, we'll have a chat with the team.
Yeah, because she's a wild child. They say Melinda's wild.
And I can even tell you that when we met last week with the code managers, my president was very clear. He told all of us who are a support team to the athletes that we're not going there as tourists.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to see us with cameras and phones, as tourists. So it's very clear and loud to us that we've got a job to do, and all our responsibilities to make sure that our athletes are happy.
Yeah, as long as she's under that brief as well, because she's a wild child.
It applies to everyone who's going to
Patience,
be
do
part
I
of the
look
team.
like a wild child?
Yeah, but it's not what you look
Look,
like.
Nick, you'll never know. So let's wait and see.
Well said, Patience. Well said. They say in Afrikaans, stille waters loop deep. Baie deep met hierdie een.
Yeah.
All right. From a security point of view, I mean, obviously and I've been watching the sort of build-up in the stadium and stuff, and there's a lot of preparations going security-wise because we live in a world that is dangerous at the moment. And obviously, when the whole world focuses on one place, that could be a target for some or other group or whatever. This is probably the biggest gathering of different nations in one place with that many people. So, and we've seen what happened at Olympics before. What do you do? I mean, obviously, the whole security of the event is under the auspices of the LOC there. And I saw aerial pictures of the stadium where they had tanks inside on the fields, and doing all their training and preparation. But is there stuff that you guys have put in place as well in the event of, and God forbid, any kind of thing that happens, security threat?
Look, we've engaged obviously our NIA in terms of looking at that, and as I was saying last week, we had a meeting. They were part of the meeting in terms of telling us what to look for or look out for. So our athletes are going to be told exactly what should happen. But also they've been contacting our High Commission on the other side, just to make sure that our issue of safety. I think you could recall that when we went to India for the Commonwealth Games in 2020, it was hard. And I think after we realized that there's no way that we'll really risk. As SASCOC, they need to get decision to say, look, we need to engage these guys, and they came and they did a fantastic job. So we've looked at that also for this time. So the whole safety issue, we've made sure that it's taken care of.
And London's also put a lot of stuff into place security-wise.
Yeah, look, I mean, obviously everyone is very, very much on their toes as far as that. But I mean, sometimes there's just nothing you can, there's nothing you can do. I mean, if you get a crackpot out there that wants to make a point. And we live in a dangerous world, as I say. I've just got I pray to God it's just not, but I've just got a little back of my head feeling about these games. That someone somewhere is going to make a statement, which is really a pity, and I hope it doesn't happen. We were worried about that with the Euro 2012, and that went through perfectly. So please God that this will also go very, very smoothly, and all our people will get back home safely again. So. We thank you for joining us. Have a safe trip. Have a happy trip.
Thank you very much.
And Nicole's got to bring us back something from London. Please remind her if you see her for our studio.
What do you want?
Have you seen what's behind me here? Dale Hayes came through with our 2012 Masters cap.
That's so cool. Can I have it?
No,
Are you mad?
it's for our studio. All right, so
I'll bring something.
Bring something. They'll have official memorabilia.
Like
there.
a shirt or a...
Not one of those. I went to London and all I got
Nick,
was
one of the medals. After when
t-shirts.
they finished, obviously when the athletes have finished, then they can be tourists if they want, right? They finish their event.
Yeah, look, the way we're going to do it, those that are finished who wants to come back, obviously, we're going to make those kind of arrangements.
They're going to come back before the end of the games.
Yes.
Really? They don't stay there as a team the whole way through?
No. You see, once you do that, sometimes you have serious challenges that you have. Because others need to stay focused.
Some guys are partying and the other guys celebrating and the other guys are trying to train.
So most of the athletes, when they are done, unless if they approach us to say, look, can you stay a little bit longer? And that's something that we'll weigh and decide whether they can stay for 2 or 3 days after. But it's very clear. Once done with the competition, Ace 2.
Ace 2. And who are some of the names that have been thrown about to be the flag bearer at the opening ceremony?
Yeah, I can't say that now. Probably.
Is that decided already?
Yeah, kind of. So I think maybe let's wait for next week on the 18th
cool, yeah.
at the gala dinner, and I think my president will be able to indicate who's our flag bearer.
Because what is 17 days away now? Eh? You were wrong on TV last night when I was watching.
18.
You were saying 18, and the thing said 17.
That's not my fault.
But it was the rebroadcast the next day. So.
Oh man, Darren.
No, because I was just thinking, I think with what has happened now, I don't know how long the process is going to be with him, but if he's well enough, Mark Boucher.
We should actually take some tweets.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I mean, you have decided who's going to be the flag bearer.
Just some speculation as to who it should be or could be.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now.
I can't disclose that, but thank you very much for having us.
We look forward to that on the 17th. So we'll send Nicole there on the 17th. Thanks very much for joining us, Patience.
Okay,
travel safe.
Okay, thanks.
Good. How many medals do you think we will win?
Look, we're still looking at the 12. And
So 12 is still...
Yeah.
All right, cool.
As I was saying to you, when the president was like mentioning sport by sport, he was actually saying swimming, this much athletics, this much rowing, this
That would have
much.
come to more than
So
12.
so already when he was calculating,
He got to 12 and he had 15 sports left.
and I think from our side as SASCOC, we've done our best in terms of making sure that the team is ready, and I think we've got a great team.
And that's gold,
Yeah.
silver, and bronze. So it's not.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah.
Travel safe, enjoy,
Okay,
and
thank
we
you so
wish our
much.
team all the best. There we
Okay,
go, that
thank
is
you.
Patience from SASCOC.
Thank you,
The
Patience.
chef de mission for the Olympic Games, joining us on Ballz Visual Radio this afternoon. Nicole will be there as well with wearing her 2 hats. Don't forget your Ballz hat, dear. Remember why you...
Always.
Remember on whose permission you're allowed to go and do this
Always.
other stuff. Yeah. And we look forward to getting some exciting stuff from her. But clearly
Bye-bye.
under the
Bye,
auspices
Patience.
and the supervision of the chef de mission, and of course...
We the best on 3. 1, 2, 3. We the best.
2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Mondays to Fridays live on balls.co.za. Balls.co.za.